way of victories and gold medals, where abuse went unquestioned and athletes were disposable, and where a pedophile like Larry Nassar could exploit his standing and reputation as a doctor, preying on young children's trust and wielding it against them.
He was Larry Nassar. He worked with Olympians. So right away, I felt like, wow, this is such a privilege.
He would have us take our leotards off and be face down on a treatment table. And that's how this began.
I believe I was either 12 or 13 years old.
It was after my 13th birthday.
I was 24 years old.
He started doing this weird treatment.
This so-called treatment.
In order to loosen up the muscles in my back to help make my pain go away.
I had a back injury, and he was the guy to see.
He had been doing it for so many years.
At MSU, at my own gym.
Every time at the ranch.
John Goddard's gym.
And at the Olympics.
He started putting his
fingers inside.
without gloves.
8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old.
On my bed, in my hotel room.
Internally, fixing my tailbone.
Okay, this must be the treatment that's gonna help me.
So it was something that I just dealt with.
I was draped with a sheet
Or like a towel over my...
Using lotion on his...
And I told him to stop, and he hid in the corner while he calmed down.
Larry was shameless.
Very brazen. He was very practiced. He was allowed to do any treatments he wanted.
3 to 4 times a week.
Twice a day.
3 to 4 days.
at least an hour and a half,
Every time I went. Every single time.
a few times a week.
From when I was 10 to 20.
I reported in 1997 when I was 16 years old. I was told that I must be misunderstanding. His hands will get close to certain areas, but they are never inappropriate. I said, well, that's not what is happening to me. The disturbing thing is, had somebody done the right thing, hundreds of girls could have been spared.
Abuse, silence, victory. Abuse, silence, victory. This cycle was repeated over and over for generations. But finally, in 2016, it was disrupted, starting with an Indiana newspaper, followed by one woman coming forward, then another, then more.
I spent those years just hoping that I was the only one. But how could I be?
Dr. Larry Nassar was arrested yesterday in Indiana.
Dr. Larry Nassar has been charged with 3 counts of
U.S. gymnastics doctor pleaded guilty to sexually abusing young gymnasts while claiming to treat their injuries.
I was greeted by an image, a mugshot of Nassar on the television screen. I knew instantly that what I had thought was extremely inappropriate was real. I'm not gonna cry anymore. That moment, like, I'll just never forget that moment. Like, that's when my life really started to, like, move again.